Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly reading for December 11th to the 17th. This is for Gemini and Gemini Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. I also use astrology in my guide, so I'll bring a lot more clarity to get more specific and detailed with your reading. Gemini, I do this because you know I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we are here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it offers a lot more depth to your reading. So Gemini, this is a great week. It is an interesting week, but this is also a week where you may just go like, and the reason being, well, let's talk about the good stuff. Okay. On the 11th, we're actually kicking off the week with Mercury, sextiling Venus, which is absolutely amazing. Okay. It's very, very nice. Mercury and Venus are really fast moving planets. So it's really kind of like it's like a nice hug. It's nice. It's like a really, really great, nice, long, like fuzzy hug. But it's for some of y'all could feel like a kiss on a cheek, right? Because it is fast moving, like this fleeting kiss, but also, but more importantly, from someone that you really, really, really want that kiss from, right? Henry Cavill, whoever you do, you Gemini. But it is, Mercury is your ruling planet, so you will actually really feel this, okay? And remember, Venus is in Scorpio, and that's really like there's that intensity with that. So even if it's short lasted, it will feel really good. So I really love this. And then we come to the new moon in Sagittarius on the 12th, December 12th. So this is the big headline news of the week. This new moon in Sagittarius is so nice. It is so great. And for a lot of Geminis, this is your partnerships and relationships. That's what this new moon is all about. So new beginnings, a new cycle, new journey, new path. And this can be work related. A lot of emphasis on work for Geminis recently, especially because Saturn has gone direct. Okay. And Saturn in Pisces is in your 10th house. So career, work, public recognition, the way that you want to be perceived in the public, your social status, all of that. You could be taking a lot of that more seriously now for the next few years. So in any case, this new moon in Sagittarius, sure, definitely a lot of work-related partnerships here, but it's also, just think partnerships like one-on-one, okay? It definitely love and romance too. So if you are single, hey, this is a great week to start a new relationship, manifest, do what you need to do. It's a great time. This is a great new moon in Sagittarius. Remember, if you saw my December forecast, it's conjuncting Mars. How rare is that? This is absolutely amazing. Okay. Mars is that planet of drive, ambition. You're going to feel really passionate around this time there is going to be a lot of movement. Again, it is in your house of relationships and partnerships. So that can even be platonic. You can make a new friend, the Romy to your Michelle, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is. But it is going to be something that's going to be really nice. And it's going to be something new. Okay. Remember, with the new moons, you always want to plant seeds around this time as well. All right. You want to plant seeds. Now, I do also, interestingly, so in the background, Jupiter and Saturn are still like, they're doing the dozy-do. So it is nice. It's very nice. And it's going to happen again next month, okay, with the new moon in Capricorn. We'll talk about that next month, but I just really love this. Now, speaking of Capricorn, the day after the new moon in Sagittarius, Mercury goes retrograde. Now, I talked about this more in length in your monthly forecast, but also I did a video on Mercury retrogrades, and I'll leave the link up somewhere, maybe around here, maybe at the end of the video. Really, it just depends on what happens when I start doing all that stuff. Now, Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, this is going to be it's going to be retrograde all month long. I want you to know that. So again, Mercury is your ruling planet. It affects you hugely, okay? And so just be aware of any, if you are traveling, for instance, there could be delays. There could be some moments like that. There could be some things that are just like, maybe you are on, book a flight to Thailand, all right? You get on the flight and all the entertainment system is like off. Okay. And this is, let's say you don't live, I don't know. Actually, let's say the moon. You're going to the moon. Okay. You're going to the moon because, there's a lot of y'all from all over the world. So a trip to Thailand, maybe like 30 minutes for you. So let's say you book a flight to the moon and the entertainment system's out working and it's just like, like those are things that happen during Mercury retrograde. So as long as you mentally prepare for, things that could go a little sideways when it comes to technology, when it comes to communication, really, like a lot of miscommunication. Okay. So that can be even emails and, maybe text messages that don't go through, or someone saying something or texting something that you may misinterpret the wrong way or whatever. So just keep that in mind. There could be just, as long as you mentally prepare, it'll be a lot easier. All right. And remember, Mercury's retrograding in Capricorn. And so for y'all, that is your 8th house. So it could be like a lot of y'all really going into like transformation mode. Okay. Mercury retrograde, window to the past, right? So a lot of things from the past resurface. You may be thinking about things from the past, even in a nostalgic way. It could even like inspire you at this time, even going back to things. Remember, retrogrades are all about revisiting things, reassessing, reimagining, re-envisioning. So things from the past could really inspire you. Like maybe you are in the process of, moving, and you find a box full of like, old stories that you wrote when you were 3 years old, and you're like, I want to be a writer now. So it really is like a thing where you could be, have some sort of like past could influence you now, or play a big part. Again, people from your past can also come back into your life around this time. Now, the other thing is other people's resources, shared resources, that happens with the 8th house. So if you are money related, there is like a lot of money related matters that are associated with that. So it can be inheritance, it can be investments, it can be like your investments, it can be bonuses, commissions, even like joint bank accounts. There's a lot of things like you could find activity around this time. Now, that's it. So with that said, this is going to be a really like short intro because that's it. The sun will square Neptune on the 16th. That's just like, listen, just you just be very creative. Just go out, go to a theater, go to the theater, go see Lion King, or is that show Hamilton still going on? Go see something that's going to inspire you. That's all, the sun squaring Neptune is requesting. It's asking you, like, focusing on like things like letting creativity inspire you, like using your imagination, but also, the arts is a big thing with this aspect, and appreciating the arts. Okay. So let's see what's let's go see a movie together, Gemini. Now let's see what is going on for you for this week, December 11th to the 17th. Again, this is for Gemini and Gemini rising. And if you want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other aspects, I would definitely read for the moon because it is a new moon in Sagittarius. And then Venus, is definitely a big factor this month and really at play this month, especially with Venus and Scorpio this week. Okay, so let's get started, Gemini. Let's see what's going on for you for December 11th to the 17th. Now, Gemini, like I said earlier, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. Really does give the best overview. I will pull clarifiers if I need to pull clarifiers. Okay. And secondly, Gemini, you see that we are graced with Ruby here, who is definitely going to be taking up all my table space. So I'm going to pull the cards over a little bit. Wow. Okay. So, wow. Yep. Gemini, you're good here. You're good. I like what I see. Okay. This is so crazy. This is so nuts. All right. So maybe I'll do that. There we go. Okay. So, here we go. Let's get started. You got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Really great. Really, really, really great. What I love about the fact that the Queen of Pentacles did come up is that, Mercury did go into Capricorn. Mercury's retrograding in Capricorn now. Pluto is still very active in Capricorn. So even in your December forecast, Capricorn was like a big part. Like there was a lot of Capricorn cards you pulled, and it even us moving into Capricorn season, that is going to be a big thing. And a lot of things that happen this month are really ramping up for what happens in January. And like I said, there is a very auspicious new moon in Capricorn. But the reason I'm bringing it up is because you did get the Queen of Pentacles, who is Capricorn. Okay, you can even see the symbol of the sea goat in her throne. And so this is really great. This is saying that a lot of y'all have come into this place where you are building this better world for yourself. A lot of y'all are having the resources, have come up with the resources to do that, to live in this world that you envision for yourself. Absolutely love that. And it may even happen a lot more with the fact Mercury is going retrograde in Capricorn. So having those moments to, rethink, reevaluate, but just the energy coming through is really more just like there's this growth that's happening. And that does happen with the Queen of Pentacles. You can even see, well, maybe not. You can see the little bunny rabbit here in the corner, which does represent fertility. Okay. So there is a sense of, the Queen of Pentacles has a very maternal side in the fact that she has the resources to take care of not only herself, but everybody in her kingdom, everyone in her empire, everyone in her family. So there really is this really nice feel-good energy that comes with the Queen of Pentacles because there is security there too. All right, so there is going to be a sense of that. And I know I dropped these readings a little bit earlier before the week, so it really depends on when you watch this reading as well. But I love the fact that you got the Queen of Pentacles right next to the King of Wands in the heart of your spread. This is absolutely amazing. Gemini, the King of Wands is, remember, you are going through this transformation with all this energy in Capricorn, which is your 8th house of transformation. The King of Wands, very transformative energy here. Out of all the, like the males in the wands, the court cards, okay? All have that the very transformative, okay, especially with your passions, especially with career too. All right, remember that's a big thing for you. It's a big thing for you. A lot of y'all may be thinking about that. A lot of y'all may be thinking about work, especially because also, sure, Saturn and Pisces is in your 10th house, so you're getting a little bit more serious about work and career. But if you're not here for that, Venus in Scorpio is really blazing right now for y'all. And that's in your 6th house of work. Everyday activities, though. So even your passions. So if you are retired or if you're not working, if you're in school, it's your passions. That's what the ones are, okay? Even ideas, creativity. But definitely, like if you are here for work, it seems like this is a week where you're going to feel like you're sitting in this throne, okay? And that things are going to be transforming for you the week of the new moon in Sagittarius that is conjuncting Mars. Really big new moon again. Plant some seeds. Plant some seeds. I always say the King of Pentacles is like the Steve Jobs of tarot, all right? Someone that was very influential. It's very inspiring. Someone who, really thought outside the box, but had all this passion, all this drive, just like the King of Wands, okay? So there could also be like maybe some like restless energy too for y'all, like, I want to keep moving. I love what's happening this week. Like there is an element of that here. I mean, this is huge. This is really big. You do have the Judgment card in your challenge area. So just pay attention to... so the Judgment card is actually attributed to Pluto. So remember, Pluto is in Capricorn. So again, like more Capricorn energy for y'all during Capricorn, the Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, but we're moving into Capricorn season next week. So again, like a lot of things happening this month, ramping up next month. But even still, the Judgment card in your challenge area, be accepting of this transformation. Remember, transformation is kind of like the key word for you this week and even perhaps this month. But you just got the Judgment card, which is about transformation. It's about hearing. You see Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet and the dead are rising. The dead in tarot are they're great. And gray in tarot is wisdom. So it's really like continuing your spiritual growth and hearing the blow of the trumpet. When you hear the blow of the trumpet, what is that? That's sound. What is sound? Sound is healing, okay? Why is it healing? Because sound is vibrations. And so, I talk about it all the time. We're all made of energy. We all vibrate at a certain frequency down to the molecular level. Everything is made of energy. Everything, yes, people, dogs, everything. And so you do want to vibrate at a higher frequency because that's very healing for you, right? The higher the frequency that you are, the more that you attract the things that you want. And so there's an element of like vibrating at a higher frequency by becoming a lot more intuitive and being aware and self-aware, especially with your growth, like personal growth and spiritual growth. Okay, spirituality is like a really big thing as well, but for y'all. But even still, there is a sense of accepting it, okay? Accepting this transformation and be willing to have this transformation, and hearing the blow of the trumpet. And, who was it? Einstein, who said, match the frequency of the reality you want. You can't help but get that reality, okay? So you've got to vibrate at a higher frequency this week, okay? To get the things that you want, to sit in this throne comfortably. And that comes from strength, okay? Literally, actually, the word comfort, I talk about like the etymology of words all the time. The word comfort, think about it. If you break it down, it's like, take it back, right? Conforte. And then you go all the way back to Latin, forte, strength. Right? So it's that strength that brings you comfort. I'm going to keep going on your reading because I'm a big dork. How funny. How funny. Look at this. What did I say from the very beginning? This new moon in Sagittarius in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. You'll be thinking about it this week, okay? This is love transcending time and space itself. This is the, in tarot, we call it like, in layman's terms, like the true love card, the twin flame card, the soulmate card, but it can be also work related, the perfect job, the perfect colleague, the perfect partnership. If you own a business with another business, CEO, you're getting a new job with it. CEO. So there's a lot of like avenues, right? But also it's very platonic too. So even partnerships and friendships, like I said earlier, that could be a thing, especially when you think about your North Node, right? It moved into Aries back in July. And so it'll be there all year, all 2024. And that is your 11th house, your social network. So a lot of that could be something that is on your mind as well. Groups you belong to, organizations, you may be joining some, you may be thinking of starting your own, like, I don't know, heavy metal band, whatever it is, right? But in any case, like even like friends, like that Romy and Michelle activity. But I love this. I absolutely love this for you. So it is going to be on your mind. The fact that you got a card of partnerships, of two becoming one in your crown, okay? In your crown. The week of the new moon in Sagittarius in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. And you also got the sun. So this really amplifies that in a big way. And so really, really like, put heart and soul into everything because the sun is in Sagittarius. Okay, so it's I mean like this, you're good. Gemini, you're really good. I love this. And just the sun in general, there is a sense of something new brewing here. It's I feel like that was another thing in your December forecast, but there is a sense of something new or something that is realization for y'all. There's some like self-realization that could be new as well, especially when Mercury does go retrograde, by the way, again, it being your ruling planet. But there's so much like rebirth energy that I'm feeling, but there's, the sun is all about like growth, right? So really allowing yourself to have this transformation, to have this spiritual growth. The sun is like vitality too, okay? It is a lot of opportunities with this, it's very optimistic, okay? So I, again, love this for you because there's a sense of freeness, and even like victory is you see the red banner here indicating that. So I, again, love this for you. It's dazzling. You like that? Okay. So I don't think I've ever used that word, but you did get the devil in your future. How funny, right? Oh gosh. I always forget that some people at this point, okay, so if you saw your December forecast, you know that the devil did show up, okay? I'm not going to tell you where because I don't want to ruin the surprise if you haven't seen your December forecast, but now it's in a prominent place. It's in your future. So again, there is something that could be a little bit like, especially when Mercury goes retrograde, because I don't make this up, Gemini. I do not make this up. The devil is Capricorn. Again, a lot of that Capricorn energy that's happening. So keep in mind that is a big thing, especially with Mercury, your ruling planet, going retrograde in Capricorn. The fact that we next week are moving into Capricorn season. Mars is eventually going to move into Capricorn. Like we're ramping up to a lot of Capricorn activity, but you've got the devil in your future. And so the fact that you have the devil in your future, that's just saying that, hey, there's going to be something that's testing. All right. And it could be something that you're thinking about possibly going back to, but in a way where it's like, it's not good for you. All right. You want to avoid that, devil energy. It is something, devil is like, bad behaviors, addictions, pessimistic thinking is also part of that. It's something that you are just, it just could be something, again, luring you to the dark side. And you're like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, but I love it so much. And Venus in Scorpio really does amplify that energy too, because it's so intense. And Venus is all about love and money and even like beauty and sex, of course. And so it really can be something like, with Mercury retrograde, or with even anything that happens. It could just be maybe a former love comes back in your life, and you're just like, oh, but do I give that person a second chance, or do I already knew that it's not bad for me, right? Like, it's just, even if you're in a situation where you are, it was like a friends with benefit situation, and it's not good for you because you're actually looking for long lasting love, like eternal love now. And you're just like, oh, I just, maybe I'll go. No. You want to just avoid the devil energy, make the right decisions, and you'll be fine. I think I did explain in your last reading also the two people chained to the devil here are from the Lover's card, okay, which is ruled by you. Gemini is the Lover's card. So just keep that in mind. So a lot of it can be partnership, relationship related as well, but it's still just something that try to avoid anything. And you want me to I'll clarify it for you too if you want. Let's see how much time. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. Yes. Yeah, you want to avoid it. You want to avoid it. It could be something over this weekend. On what day was it? The 16th, when the sun squares Neptune, because you did get the Hanged Man attributed to Neptune. Okay, so just keep that in mind, because Sun Square Neptune, sure, it's, you want to go out there and appreciate the arts and really use your imagination, but there is a sense of, like, with Neptune in general, can bring like illusion to things. Okay, coming after the devil. Oh yeah. So remember, focus on your spiritual growth, okay? Listening to your inner voice, like being in touch with your intuition, going with your gut, okay? Going with your gut. Now, the danged man, the hanged man coming after the devil, very significant here, okay? You let go of that devil energy and you're going to be fine, because this is all about looking at things in a new way and a new perspective. So even if you fall into this devil energy, the energy I'm getting is that it's like a lesson learned. It's like you may learn your lesson, like in the moment, like, you know what? I actually don't like this. And then you go back and then you have this fresh new perspective. And this is a very spiritual card, as you can see. The Hanged Man, obviously referenced in a lot of different like religious texts or whatnot. But still, you see the halo around his head, the smile on his face. This is someone who wants change, someone who's ready for transformation. Speaking of which, the Hanged Man comes right before the Death card, the card of transformation. Okay, so be willing to make that sacrifice. In fact, the Hanged Man is that sacrifice, right? You make that sacrifice. You surrender the things that no longer serve you, the things that just don't even, work for you anymore, for this new way forward. Okay, new path forward. Coming after the devil, it's such a that's so crazy. So surrender that devil energy, okay? Or what may be trapping you into that energy, and you'll be fine. You'll be really good. This is definitely like you having this moment. it's again this feeling of something new. It's I can't shake it off. There is something new brewing, especially it is a new moon in Sagittarius. The Hanged Man is 12, so when you break that down, 1 2 = 3, right? So that is like the birth of new things, creation. And then even if you think about the Sun, you see the Wisdom Child here. You see that he has the red feather coming out of his head. That's referencing the Fool card. Okay, so you get what I'm going. Like there is something that I'm picking up that's like there's this new way of thinking, new way. It's part of your transformation. Okay, you're just gonna see things in a new way, and there may be something highly attached to some sort of like partnerships, relationship that you're thinking or maybe possibly manifesting this week. Let's get to your staff. All right, so Gemini, if if you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what's going on. What's tempting you? What there may be something in your future because it's in your future. Just say no. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be here without you. So I am grateful. I really do. I appreciate it. And you're good. You're absolutely good. Um, Okay. Yep, you're good. So let's see. You got the Page of Cups. There you go. Here's the thing. Pages. Speaking of new, right? Bringing that new energy. Pages are the newbies in the royal court. So this is again, this spiritual journey for you. It's going to be very important this week. Okay, so just really go within, really trust your intuition. You'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. Because the Page of Cups, pages are messengers too, right? And Page of Cups is very intuitive, especially the cups, right? Emotions, intuition, whatnot. And so it's almost like there's you could be getting a lot of intuitive messages this week. So just trust your intuition. Okay, trust your intuition and be connected with your intuitive side. All right, and that's gonna make all the difference. And it seems like a lot of y'all want new love too. There's an element of like new relationships with the Page of Cups as well. And you remember you did get the Two of Cups in your crown. It seems like a lot of y'all are seeking that. So again, new energy with the page. All right, and so a lot of creativity and imagination associated with the Page of Cups as well, like your imaginative side. Again, that will be a big thing for you this weekend with this Sun square Neptune. But even for this week, just be willing to be, imagine this world that you want for yourself, and be in touch with like your spiritual side as you do that. Okay, now you also got the Ten of Cups. You're good. Now, pages new, right? And then 10 this is the end of the suit. This is the end of the numbers, right? So 10 1 0 = 1. So a new beginning. What comes after the ending is something new. And so again, another reference to something new happening. But even I like, come on. This is the only rainbow in tarot indicating a promising future. You see the cups aligned in the rainbow here. That's a lot of like enlightenment. Okay, you see a happy family, happy couple, happy children, happy everything. This card is this happiness. It's this enjoyment, right? There's so much enjoyment in this card. Now the word joy is the word in enjoyment. There's so much joy here, and even with joy, when you think about joy, feeling good in the moment, there is this sense of like self-realization that comes with that, right? When you feel good, when you're having a good time, and when things are just going really well for you. And so there is a sense of, well, a lot of y'all are striving for that, looking here. And it seems like it will happen as long as you trust your intuition and be willing to have this transformation. You have, especially with the Judgment card, okay, and your challenge area. But I think you're going to be fine anyway, especially with the Hanged Man. As long as you avoid that devil energy, you're going to be fine. It leads to this path with the Hanged Man, with this preparing for this transformation, and then you receiving, and then that's also like fueling you. It's like you want to reach this stage of like nirvana and happiness and euphoria, and I absolutely love this for you. I mean, you're absolutely good. You got the Ace of Pentacles too. So again, another card, aces, ushering in new change, new beginnings. You see the pattern here, a lot of like newness that I was picking up earlier, but it's showing up in your cards. And then pentacles, money and wealth. And so a lot of y'all are sort of like, it's kind of like what you want now. A lot of y'all want this new path. I mean, literally, right? You see the path in the card, the golden path. You see the archway. It really is like this gateway into this new cycle, this new chapter in your life. One where a lot of money, that's the biggest pentacle in the deck, okay? And so there could be something that you're manifesting that will bring that, okay? In a sense of like comfort and security as well. Remember, you started off with the Queen of Pentacles, but there is, it seems like that is something that y'all want. And if it's not money for you, if you are, you know, the richest person in the universe watching this video where it's like money's not even a thing, pentacles are our physical reality. So it is, just think about the biggest thing that's coming through for me is like investments. Investments, yes, with the Ace of Pentacles, but also remember all this energy that's happening in Capricorn, especially with Mercury retrograde in Capricorn and us moving into Capricorn season. That is your 8th house, which does rule investments. But I want you to think investments as in, what are you investing in? Okay, what do you want to invest in? Is it a new job? Is it like a new source of income? Or is it a relationship? Or is it, do you know what I mean? Like, what do you want to invest in? It seems like it is going to work out. You got the Knight of Pentacles in your final outcome. And this Knight of Pentacles, this is really great because this is a knight. Knights are all active. They all take action. There's movement with knights. Now you see this knight is going nowhere, but there's a reason for that because he likes to sow his seeds and reap his rewards no matter how long it takes. This is the biggest field in tarot. Just think of that, like what's behind him. All right. So when I said planting your seeds, yes, and then reaping your rewards. And it's the Knight of Pentacles has this like longevity energy with it. Okay. And remember, Capricorn, that is what Capricorn is. It's all about long-term goals. And actually, you know, where are we here? The day that Mercury does go retrograde in Capricorn, the moon goes into Capricorn. And so that is a big thing because that's adding a lot more emphasis to, and the moon will be there for a few days. And that's, you know, really just getting serious now, really getting serious and thinking about long-term goals and planning and it enduring. Okay. You're good. You're absolutely good. All right. A lot of this can definitely be relationship related. Something tied to, well, if you think about the Knight of Pentacles, who is Virgo, that is your 4th house. 4th house. Sorry. What am I? 4th house. Okay. And so that is like your domestic life, like, love, like romantic partners, relationships, but also family, children, your home, your actual physical home could be a thing, but like investing in that area in your life now, just building this, you know, stability in that area, and, you know, a lot of structure, but longevity. Okay. So thinking long-term now. But again, there is this sense of something new and it can be this new way of thinking. All right. Especially with the Hanged Man. All right. But having this sense of optimism with it, especially with the sun here. All right. You do have the King of Wands in the heart of your spread. And so you are absolutely good. I mean, that is just like you're just really, you're going to feel very driven, but just feel spiritually active to, again, be willing to have this transformation and actually put action toward it as well. All right. So there is almost like also it'll be a lot easier because the Judgment card is also kind of like having this wake up call, right? So when you have that, it's easier when you are aware, you will see what this devil test is, and you can easily, what is it? Palm up, palm to the hand, hand to the face, palm to the face, whatever that devil energy is. And then boom, Hangman, 10 of Cups. You have the Page of Cups. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. You're good. You're absolutely good. Gemini, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, let me know what's happening for you for this new moon. And if you're a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. I will see you next week. Bye.